I'm trying not to make it a night. Ah man, I'm not trying to be that vicious. Come on. I'm a good person. I'm a Christian. Alright. I'm a good Christian, alright.
Baby, what it do? Do for me and I'ma do for you. No doubt about it. Boosie, I'm a Midwest king, looking for myself a queen. Ready to chase a dream with a dope self-esteem. You find it in all I know, and that's for real. You get to shaking that ass on the floor, and I see what's real. No disrespect, I just tell it like it is. Do you ever want some kids? What your ultimate goals? Maybe I can help with those. The Mo was broke when he made you a blessing. You looking like a whole buffet, and I need some seconds. You say you have promiscuous ways. That was back in the day. I'll be alive. I say I did it. That shit was a phase. So baby, take this journey with me. You can pick the time and place. This nigga isn't picky. Smile on your face. I know the deal. Sign and deliver after seal. I can see it in her eyes. This one right here for real. I just wanna have a conversation. No, I'm not your type of baby. Listen, I'm just saying. We can rule the world, just me and you if you could play it. Won't you take the chance with me and have that conversation? I just wanna have that conversation with you. Come and talk, yeah. I just wanna have that conversation with you. Lady, you so far ahead of these others. Just like a ship on the horizon. Picking up on your vibe, signal stronger than Verizon. All that your type of baby, listen, I'm just saying. We can rule the world, just me and you if you could play it. Won't you take that chance with me and have that conversation? I just wanna have that conversation with you. Come and talk, yeah. I just wanna have that conversation with you. Come and talk to me.
Welcome to the Behind Them Sticks podcast, brought to you by TSWS Gaming.
Come and talk to me. Lennard Ray. Come on. Come and talk to me. I just wanna have a conversation. No, I'm not your type of baby. Listen, I'm just saying. We can rule.
You sure?
Yeah, so we're live again for the second damn time today.
What was it? Take two.
Yeah, there we are, right? Take two. Action.
Yeah, let's try this again.
So, yeah, welcome everybody to Behind Them Six. It's your boy Ham Solo 05 Gaming here with you today, as every Tuesday and Thursday. And this Tuesday, we have one of our very own actually on the show. What's up?
Be honest about why. Be honest about why.
Of course, I'm gonna be honest about why. So I have you on the show specifically today because Mag, the middle-aged gamer guy, could not make it to the show this evening due to him getting COVID this morning. He all sent me the picture of his test strip and all that stuff, and got things I gotta do. But anyways,
standing in line.
Shut your ass up so I can continue. Anyways, I got Llouck7 here with me today to drive me up the fucking wall. And just for you guys to kind of learn a little bit about him and about how he got into gaming and whatnot. Yo, what's up, Strictly, in the chat? Appreciate you for coming through. Thank you so much, brother.
Hello.
But anyways, Llouck, if they don't already know, if they didn't even know that you were on this channel already, just go on ahead and let them know what gaming and social media platforms that they can find you on. Also, you know, where you like to play. And I'm going to hit you with this question right here, since you like to hit our guests on bullshitting with this question every time. What's your favorite game? And what's your favorite platform to play on, brother?
No.
How do you like it now?
I'm having internet issues. I'm going to have to get off. I'm having internet issues.
Fuck out of here.
Man. You are messy. You are messy.
Let's go. Let's hear it.
Look, everyone can find me on Twitter at Llouck7, Llouck7. Instagram, soon to be on TikTok, Facebook, same handles. PSN.
You ain't
Xbox,
got no handles.
Same handles.
You ain't got no handles.
Metal Gear Solid 3. Although my personal favorite is MGS4, I can be objective, okay? MGS3 is the best one because you don't have to have played all the other ones to understand the majesty of what Kojima did with MGS3. Whereas MGS4, you need to have played the Metal Gear games. You need to have played Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, and 3, and also Portable Ops. So yeah, for me, MGS4, but in general, MGS3 is the best game of all time. The best console right now. I'm skipping this one. I'm skipping. You can kick me off the show if you want.
Oh my god.
Man. I'm skipping. You can sue me, you can block me, do whatever, dog. I ain't answering that question.
But really, can I? Because you're on this channel.
Can you what?
How am I gonna skip you and block you when I gotta meet up with?
I'll tell you why I came on this show today. Because I'm grinding extra missions on Death Stranding, and I absolutely love you. So I'm willing to just back you up, and you need someone to fill the space. That's why I'm here, bro. Not gonna lie. Next question.
Most definitely. Most definitely. I appreciate it, bro. God damn, you ain't gotta keep throwing it in my face, though. God damn it. You ain't gotta keep doing that shit.
Dude, no. You don't miss one opportunity to remind me that I'm a Laker. So,
see, Rel,
a Laker fan. So
Rel in the chat said, we know it's PlayStation. So, I mean...
Rel can eat me. Also, what's Rel's ad? Can you please get his ad?
Rel,
this dude.
Rel, obviously Llouck wants to talk to you about some personal stuff that has to do with his console of choice. So he needs your at so he can holler at you about what to say within the family circle and what to say outside the family circle. Because he don't want anybody. He don't want anybody to know what he really enjoys, what he really loves. It's fucking insane.
Let's keep it moving.
Fuck this dude.
Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it. Dude, I really don't care. It is cool. Say X denomination of people we love. Y denomination is because we give them money. That is it. They don't love us for love. So I'm not gonna love any one of these companies unless they benefit me financially.
Fair enough. Carrying on, bro. Carrying on. Mm-hmm. But anyways, I just need to know now that what you're playing right now. What's going on with you? You put me through the ringer with you put me through the ringer with fucking Death Stranding. I was glued to that game for days, and I finally beat it.
And you resisted.
I finally beat it. There's a lot more story going after the initial credits. Crazy. You see one person drop to his knees and start crying and stuff. Like, things get serious and you start to see, I don't know. I don't want to get into it without spoiling anything.
Be honest. Did you cry? Be honest.
No, I didn't.
On the hill? You didn't cry on the hill?
I'm
trying to avoid spoilers right now. You didn't cry?
I didn't. No, sir, I did not.
Oh, you are made of steel. That's what you are.
No, I'm just cold.
Nah, man. You're a machine. You're not a person.
Oh, whatever. Oh my god, that's some disrespect.
Next, you're gonna tell us you didn't cry when we found out who the boss really was in MGS3 and what her real intentions were.
Well, seeing that I didn't play that game, of course, I don't know.
Oh, you heathen. So the same way I had to get on your ass about happy I bought this thing.
For Death Stranding?
Yes.
What? So that is fantastic, because since I just beat that game, I beat the Game Pass version of it that was on PC. I wanted to test out my PC, see what kind of frames and stuff I was getting. I was getting a consistent 115 frames on my PC, which was absolutely phenomenal. But I don't understand what the difference between the director's cut of Death Stranding and the regular game. So maybe you can give me some insight of that.
Well, I just started it, so I don't see it. I'm just being honest. And I played Death Stranding on a normal HD TV. This one I'm playing on a 4K TV, and nothing, dude. Nothing. If I was one of those people that had the patience to like try and get refunds and shit, I would. This would be one of the games that I would be like, bruh, what's the difference between DS, standard DS and
I do have a 3D headset, but it's not the Pulse one.
Oh, I thought you had the new one.
No, I have I think they're called like the Platinum headsets.
Okay, see, let's go through this list briefly. I don't want to make this a Death Stranding show, but when I have to. Here are the changes. There's
Rel said that we're lagging bad. God.
More stable frame rate. Obviously, I went for performance mode because I'm not just trying to look at stuff. And yeah, I'm not impressed. Monster Energy is gone. I think that's bullshit. I liked the Monster Energy there.
Why? What was the deal about the Monster Energy thing? Why was that significant? It's just an advertisement to me, it seemed like.
Yeah, and it's one that, in my opinion, fits. You know, a gimmick in terms of it doesn't work on all games. Like I'll give you a good example. Detroit Become Human. Did you notice that the DualSense, when it was raining, you could feel the raindrops?
Yeah.
On the DualSense. That's a cool feature for me, but it's on a specific PlayStation exclusive game. The DualSense would be mind-blowing for me if that happened on every single game where there was rain on a character that you're playing with. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
You're trying to say it's not spread out enough. It's only
if it doesn't run on everything for me, right? It doesn't have the value of, oh my god, oh, it runs specifically for this game. Okay, whatever. The fourth one is new combat abilities. Okay, maybe I missed out on this one because I'm trying to do something I didn't do on my first run, which is do like a 100% pacifist run. So I haven't delved into combat as of yet. I'm just sneaking all over the place. New equipable items. Yeah, same thing. Mesa guns and whatever. New grenades. I haven't been fighting anyone. The firing range. Okay, the firing range is cool, but I didn't really give it a proper whirl because I'm doing the pacifist run.
On the PC.
Man. Okay, before we move on, there's something I just saw, and this is why I didn't want to read the articles about the new stuff. There's buddy bots in the game. Man, this is awesome. Delivery bots have been in Death Stranding since the beginning, but they've only technically existed in cutscenes where you could see them on autonomous deliveries while you prioritize other things. Now you can actually build a buddy bot to travel alongside you. The buddy bot has two functions. It can hold a bunch of cargo for Sam and follow him around, or if Sam is able to hold everything in his quad pack and suit, he can ride the bot to his destination.
Oh my god. I'm just trying to picture him on top of a bot. So he's riding Llouck on there because Llouck is a bot. Llouck is a bot. Oh. So he's riding Llouck into town, right? in delivering
Whatever.
PS5s to the area.
Yes.
He's putting them back in stock.
And getting like 6,000 likes for it.
Yeah, from who? Hartman? Is pushing on forward. So I want to know, like, when you, Llouck, decided that you were a gamer. What was your first console that you ever? What was the first console that you ever got? First of all,
that was like mine, PS1. But the first one that I played was the NES.
Okay. Was there anything of significance in that game for you, or was it more or less? Or in that console? No, in that console. The NES.
PS1?
NES.
Oh, the NES. Dude, the NES, I was still a kid. And for me, video games at that point was just, like a pastime that if I got to play games, whatever, if I didn't play a game, if I didn't play the console, which is my big brother's, if I didn't play it for a month, it made no difference in my life. It was like a whatever thing. It was like the VCR. I'd watch movies when they were available. And actually, no, I was way more into movies and cartoons, renting them out at our version of, what's that blue thing that closed? The guys that didn't want to buy Netflix. What was that company, Ham? The place where people used to rent tapes in the US.
Blockbuster.
Yes. I was way more into getting tapes at our version of Blockbuster than video games. So the NES, it was cool, man. Play some Mario once in a while, whatever. Didn't play it, whatever. It was a very peripheral, like my view of video games was just like, yeah, it's there on the side. It's fun for like 2 or 3 hours, but whatever. I never used to like stress about it or think about it.
So now let's move over to PlayStation, because you said, God damn, that's a powerful bundle.
Dude, that was mind blowing. Okay, that changed everything for me. Everything.
He is a pony from then on.
Bite me. Listen. It was an amazing experience. Gran Turismo was great. The licenses, the way it was so like unforgiving, and fair. Obviously, I didn't get those licenses. I was too young to be good enough to get every single one.
I thought you were a man. Once you got that PlayStation.
I just told you that I was like my early years in my teen. But
like I got the Nintendo, I was just a boy. And now I got this PlayStation, I got MGS, I'm a man now, but I can't do license tests.
Bite me. I was feeling my oats on Tekken 3 for a while. Started beating the computer on the hardest difficulty. I think the hardest was just hard. And I was beating the computer easily, handily. And I wasn't even beating the PC like with my main. My main at that time was Warang. I know. Anyone that plays Tekken is cringing right now. I know. But yeah, I was in love with Warang at that time. And then my big sister came back from boarding school. Shout out to Tatiana. She beat my ass for like...
Nelson Gaming in the chat actually said MGS sealed the deal.
Yes, that was.
Which for me back in that time when I was playing on PlayStation 1, it's Gran Turismo and what was the game? Soul Blade was pretty dope.
Yeah.
Tekken, obviously. Crash Bandicoot was dope, but also like some of the Dragon Ball Z games when I was super young were we're
Okay, but let's
extra
get
dope.
back to my story. Let's get back to my story.
Man, fuck your story.
So I can pinpoint the exact moment in Metal Gear. So actually, no, there were two moments. I can pinpoint the exact two moments that gave me the gamer orgasm, so to speak.
Oh my god,
So,
that's disgusting.
The
Sick
first
fuck.
moment is one that obviously a lot of people know, which is the Psycho Mantis thing where you have to change the controller port, right? Cheesy, whatever. The second moment, spoilers for Metal Gear Solid 1, for anyone that hasn't played it. You have to, at the end, for like 2 or 3 minutes, and then your key card gets cold, so it turns into the blue card. Then you're supposed to sprint back to the main area, or to the area where Rex is. Insert the card, and then you've inserted 2 cards. Now you need the third card. The third card is red. What you're supposed to do is double back to another area where there's like lava pits or something to do with lava and manufacturing, like a mini factory area. I'm forgetting. And you're supposed to stand there for another 2 or 3 minutes, and then you sprint back because your card is now red. Then you insert the card, dude. When it worked, and then the cutscene came out, I was like, "My God, what the hell is this? What is even this?" When was anyone supposed to figure this shit out? There was no internet at that, well, at least not where we live. There was no internet to explain these things. And we had to wait a month for the PlayStation magazine. I hope that answers your question.
So yeah, I mean, it sounds similar to what Nelson said in the chat a little bit ago. He said after MGS games, after MGS gaming was life, he's pretty much saying gaming was no longer a hobby or just like something.
Yeah, it wasn't a joke
that you just did a little bit of. He actually was like fully invested in gaming after MGS games came out. And that makes sense because I remember how big Metal Gear Solid, and I was always one of those kids that went against the grain during that time. So everybody would be loving SOCOM, and I'm over here playing Conflict Desert Storm. Everybody loves MGS, and I'm over here playing something else. So yeah, I mean, I've always been kind of like that. But yeah, I mean, I could totally see why that game is so special to a lot of people. And I mean, I only heard about the Psycho Mantis where you're switching, your memory card, your controllers from one area to another. But I didn't know about the key card.
Oh, dude, that was wild. That was wild. Anyone in the chat that played and discovered that like randomly.
So Mr. Joanna Dark just went nuts listing things off. He said ninja fight scene, Psycho Mantis.
Oh, yes.
When you find out Big Boss is your... I thought you were going to say PlayStation, but I guess you just throw out one developer.
No, dude, yes. Kojima changed the game, dude. He changed the game. The same way freaking Elden Ring, you're going to see so many Dark Souls clones. So many. Because now Elden Ring has helped developers now make games that are challenging but also more accessible, and the Dark Souls guys are the ones who did it.
Fair enough, and you're right. You're 100% right about that. But let's continue with the chat. The chat said some pretty interesting stuff.
All right.
Mr. Joanna Dark was saying that he's asking if the show's lagging or if it's just me. Yeah, the show has been having some issues today. Mr. Joanna Dark just has a heads up. And he also said that that it was some cool puzzles within the game. Nelson Gaming says you have to go back to the ice area and sprint through the cold before it turns cold.
Yes, yes.
And then Mr. Joanna Dark here with another spoiler. He said when you fight the end in MGS3, Snake Eater was dope. Was a dope moment, or
not you, man. Jeez.
Yeah, so Rel said, yeah, the show is still lagging, unfortunately. Mr. Joanna Dark says he is a genius. Sure. And you know what? After beating Death Stranding, I'm going to have to say, yes, he is. I mean, that was more game than I was anticipating.
One.
Yeah,
and you only experienced one.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, yeah. I mean, I've started some other Kojima games and just kind of put them down and never came back around to them. But that was a game that I decided to stick with. Shout out to my PC for giving me a reason to stick to it. I just wanted to test it out and see how it ran, and it ran beautifully on there. And I don't know, something about the actual story itself after running the game and seeing that how well it ran just pulled me in. And I think it really helped not being in a party chat, because I was playing it first on PS5 in a party chat, disconnected completely. But once I tuned into the game, kind of left everybody else in the dust, it was phenomenal. But moving forward, I want to know more about like the history further down the line. So did you jump straight into PS2 after the original PlayStation?
Yes. Day one.
You would be one of those to say that Xbox the original was better than the PlayStation 2, is that right?
No, it was not. Oh, so we're not here to talk about games? Oh, let's talk about games? Oh, okay.
All right, fuck off.
Okay.
All right, fuck off. Continue.
You walked into that one. Walked straight into that one.
Continue.
Yeah, so I jumped straight onto the PS2. I couldn't afford it to get it day one, but my brothers were definitely down for that. So PS2 day one.
Okay.
We got both PlayStation, both Metal Gear Solid games day one. We got FIFA, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, the greatest Grand Theft Auto, up until GTA 6 becomes mandatorily the best because it features the right sex.
Oh my god.
What else? Yeah, the PS2 was phenomenal, man. Gran Turismo, I think. Oh no. Yeah. Gran Turismo peaked with GT3 on the PS2. That is
that long ago.
Yes. To be fair, I've only dabbled in all the other.
What he's trying to say is Xbox has been dog walking Gran Turismo for like a decade now.
Yo, there's other races. What is wrong with you?
Oh my god, what are you gonna say? Grid?
No, Grid just got good. Grid was not great at the beginning. It wasn't great. It just got good now. And yeah, Gran Turismo at I think Gran Turismo 3. Was that the one with Type R? I'm forgetting now.
That was A-Spec.
Oh, okay, yeah. That one was the best one.
And just to let you know, Rel in the chat said Xbox over PlayStation, no upgrade fees. Joanna Dark says he was a Ridge Racer guy, so he's going way back.
Ooh, Ridge Racer. Okay, look, Ridge Racer was good for Gran Turismo.
I mean, Gran Turismo to me was so good, but I remember R2 for Ridge Racer. That game was absolutely fire. But I mean, like if we're gonna go off of the rails with different type of racers, Rel said it just now. Midnight Club, Midnight Club over everything.
Ew.
And I'd even go as far as saying
it's not even better than Need for Speed. It's not even better than Need for Speed.
Need for Speed was fire too. Underground 1 and 2 were fire. I'll go on ahead and throw that on the table as well.
Carbon was also good.
Stop it. Anyways,
I said it.
Anyways,
Hot Pursuit.
So he was a pony for PlayStation 1 and 2. Now, did the PlayStation 3 take interest for you, or was that when gaming was just too expensive, or was it a supply issue, or did you get
I was
one?
in varsity. Yeah, I was in varsity when the PS3 came out, and yeah, I got the PS3 day one.
Oh, snap! Big money.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, it was. I even had to pause Death Stranding to talk about the PS3. Can't believe you got me out here doing this shit. PS3 was a
Mr.
big
Joanna
disappointment.
Dark says Motorstorm PS3. I have to agree with him. That game is pretty fire.
Okay, whatever. Point is,
Hater.
we persevered. Me and my brother persevered with the PS3 for like 9 months. We bought games on it. Nothing, bro. Nothing clicked.
Slowly
And
becoming
then-
a bot.
And then I was at the mall because I had a side gig at the mall. I started working like really early to pay for my school and stuff. So you spend enough time at the mall, you go into every store. And at the gaming store, there was this stand, the Xbox 360 stand, and they had Gears of War on there. And I noticed that every time I went for lunch, because I had to go through the gaming store.
Okay.
Every time I went for lunch, there was a 60, got Gears of War. From Gears of War, we played other games on the 360, but really it was really just Gears of War. And in the dorms, we weren't staying in dorms. We were staying in like a flat, but the building was just people in varsity. Everyone had an Xbox. Everyone was playing Gears of War. So we'd hold like weekly tourneys. People weren't going clubbing. You had chicks not going to club because, dude, we're going to play Gears of War.
Wow.
We'll buy 2 triple-decker pizzas. You know what those are, right?
No.
Okay, imagine there's a pizza maker called Debonair's in South Africa. They have, imagine 3 pizzas layered one on top of the other. And then
Okay. Oh my god, that's like way too much cheese.
Yes, and then there's a gigantic like sausage around it. You know, the edge, it's not just dough. It's dough filled with sausage. And we bought our 2-liter Cokes each, and we went home. We started at about midnight. No, we started around 10 p.m. and we were done by maybe 3 or 4 in the morning. Would you believe me if I told you when credits rolled on Gears of War 2, we restarted in that instant at 4 in the morning?
Oh my god, you guys are fucking on the drugs.
Dude, we were playing it online. We were playing Gears of War 1 online every freaking day, and we were in the top 10%. Every day. So also when we beat Gears of War 2, we beat it on insane difficulty. The first goal, we beat it on the highest difficulty. And then when we beat it at 4, we put it on the higher difficulty, which I don't remember what it was called, but you have to beat it on insane to get a higher difficulty. And we restarted the game at 4 in the morning, finished by about 10 the next day.
Okay. Oh my god, you guys are nuts.
Yeah. We did the same thing for Gears of War 3 as well, on the 360 as well. And shit. At that point, we're thinking, damn, next console. Are we getting the PS4 or are we getting the... It existed.
Okay,
I can't find one game on the Xbox One that was amazing. And if you remove the Xbox One, you lose that game. And I'm like, oh, keep the Xbox One.
Oh my goodness. So obviously you jumped onto the next generation without me telling you to. So just go on ahead and talk about the next generation. What was the? I mean, you already pretty much said what the Xbox One was like. It wasn't.
Gears of War 4.
It wasn't
Gears
for
of War
you.
4 was a travesty. Gears of War 5. You know what? At least I finished the campaign for Gears of War 4.
Okay.
That's what I will say about Gears of War 5.
Fair enough. So, moving on.
My brother.
Okay.
No. I'm not done. I'm not done.
My bad. Fuck.
By the point I got the Xbox One, my brother was now living in another city. We're in the same country. So when Gears of War 4 comes out, he catches a plane for the weekend so we can knock out Gears of War 4. I bought it midweek, but I didn't play it because I was like, nope, this is my thing with my bro. This is what we do. We beat Gears of War. We were disappointed with Gears of War 4, but at least I'm not even trying to tell you that the mechanics on it are shit. No. Whoever did the game development in terms of gameplay, top tier. But Gears of War is not just game. Gears of War is not just gameplay. And for people like me that bought the books and... Dude, I hate Gears of War 5.
Damn.
So yeah, let's move on to the next one. I took a big L on the...
Thank goodness you're being an asshole.
No. I'm just telling you the truth. Gears of War... Xbox One was a big L for me. I jumped on the PS4 to like catch up on the PS3 stuff that I missed, like Uncharted and what was it called, The Last of Us Part 1 and stuff. And then The Last of Us Part 2 came out, and I just felt like, bro, I'm taking L's everywhere. I was like, you know what? I'm just about done with this generation. When are the next consoles coming? I'm done. Get me up out of here.
So once the next consoles came, you know, Game Pass has been out now for a few years at that point. Since...
Sorry. So yeah, with the next gen,
I think you need to tell people. I think we need to stop right now, and you need to start telling everybody about your canvassing tools when it came with Xbox and Game Pass. How this guy right here would take his console.
Let me tell the story. Let me tell the story.
All right, go ahead.
But anyway, listen. You know how there's those videos on YouTube, those viral videos where they're like, X company doesn't want you to watch this video, or X government doesn't want you to watch this video.
Sure.
I legit believed when I sampled Game Pass, right? When I had that eureka moment of $10 equals X, I was like, this shit about to be a scam, y'all. This shit about to be a scam, and I'm gonna get as many people to get the dub before Xbox pulls the rug as possible. So I came up with an idea, because I truly do believe this. I don't think it's like a marketing gimmick. Okay, I don't know if Xbox believes it's a marketing gimmick, but me personally, I do believe that gaming is for everyone. And one of the biggest hurdles of gaming and gamers in Africa is price. That's one of the biggest issues. Many people here buy FIFA, Call of Duty, and that's it, because that's what they can afford. All right? And if you take the $60 for FIFA and the $60 for Call of Duty, that's a year, bro. That's a year of Game Pass. So I was like, okay, I'm going to get as many people that are tired of playing the same game on this bandwagon. So I made time every weekend. I would pack up my Xbox One X. By then it was the One X. It wasn't the One. I took the One X and I started with my brothers. I went to my gigs of space and I had downloaded a whole bunch of games. And I'm like, bro, I didn't buy none of this. I didn't buy nothing. I just downloaded. I just paid the $10 and I associated it to my account and I can play all of this. At that point, it was something like Game Pass started in 2017. It was something like 30 games. It wasn't much. But I showed it to my brothers and it blew their minds and they immediately subscribed. And then they chatted to their friends at work about it. And they were like, I don't have time. But they gave my number to their friends. And I legit, between 2017 and 2018, 19, I went to more than 50 households. I'm not even exaggerating. And I'm telling you, most of them got Game Pass, and the ones that I'm still in touch with got the Series X as soon as it came out. So that's the story about my little marketing campaign for free that I did for Xbox. But I didn't really do it for them. I did it for the people that were playing games, a whole bunch of games, for $10 a month. I'm just being honest. That I was like, dude, it's $10. It's $10. We spend more than that having beers at the corner every single weekend. You just put $10 down and see what happens. And everybody fell in love with it. The end.
Oh my God. So the Canvas Xbox Llouck.
There's more.
Oh my
God.
There's
more. My bad.
You got your PlayStation as well, so let's not forget about that.
Okay, so this one goes back to my friends that I made when I was working at the mall. They were just working in the game store. Now they're like middle managers at the same company.
Wait, Matt Likes Games said Llouck is doing the Lord's work.
Bro, I'm telling you, until one of them pays me, I'm just trying to get dubs for everyone else. I don't care about dubs for Sony, dubs for Mike. No, I care about dubs for everyone else.
Oh my God. Anyways, continue.
Yeah, so, but my friends, there's two of them. They're the ones who like got promoted. They're not working at the store. They're working at the office now. They're like middle managers. When the consoles were announced, I tried to go through the official channels. I called the stores in South Africa because South Africa is the only country in the SADC region that has like official stores. All the other countries, you have to go through hawkers or what you guys call scalpers. And the price of a PS when it came out was $2,000 from scalper in Mozambique. So I called the store in South Africa because I'm not trying to pay that money. And they were like, we don't have any Series X's or S's available.
You're going to get an S possibly too.
I was that desperate at launch. At launch, I was definitely desperate. So at this point, I'm thinking, how can I do this? Because I had saved up. A lot of people think that for you to get like high-end consoles, you need to be rich or whatever. But in my opinion, you just need to be someone that's organized,
prepared.
Yeah. So what I did was just save $100. If they find out that I deviated one or two, I don't want to risk my job for it. Whereas with the Series X, yes, there's a long line, but people aren't paying that much attention to. I'm like, okay, hook me up with the Series X first, and then hook me up with the PS5 when you can. And that's how I got the consoles. I had to go to the neighboring country.
Okay, but the PS5 was a different story.
Ah, man. All right, fine.
No. Who did you have to get into the sack with to get the PS5?
Dude, I don't want to share this story. That was between me and you. No. the PS. Let's leave how I got the PS5 out of this one. It wasn't through the official channels. That's what I will say. It was not through the official channel.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. Fine. Since you want to be all secretive and shit. Since you want to be all secretive, let's go on ahead and move on. So now we're going to get into the content creation side of like how Llouck got started up and everything like that. So I want you to just, I guess, briefly say like what got you into content creation? Like, let's say before TSWS was even a thought. Like you were already writing. Am I right? You said at the bridge?
Yes, at the bridge 77. And oh crap, I'm still scrolling my inbox. Hang on. Can you hear the music in the background?
No.
Oh, okay. It's The Walking Dead. The wife is rewatching it. She is betraying me because we're supposed to watch it together.
Oh my god.
It's not funny, babe.
Yeah, I can hear it laughing at you. But anyways,
she stabbed me in the back with this. We're supposed to be watching it together. At least I watched Shane get killed yesterday, so that's something. Oh man, I can't believe there's so many people in my inbox. Fuck. Okay, I can't find them.
Okay, well, Stinkma in the chat said, "This is the episode I've been waiting for. Let's go, Big Llouck."
Oh no, I'm not big. All right, I'm trying to lose.
He is massive. He's a big dude.
So I was saying at the bridge 77 and another special friend on Twitter. I couldn't find them in the inbox. I am so sorry if you watch this video. I'm very, very sorry. These two people, I used to tweet in case I didn't see that they tagged me and I was busy working because I wasn't that active on Twitter. Just jump on and then I'd be off for like 3 or 4 days. Bro, I got this gig at GPN solely off the persistence of these two people. I learned so much at GPN. I met so many interesting and intelligent people over there. And I started writing, and from GPN, it evolved to other websites. And yeah, I'm here today. And yeah, that's how the writing thing came in. Once again, thank you very much to at the bridge 77 and the other friend that I cannot name and I can't find the inbox. I'm sorry for not being able to name you. Thank you to Garrett at GPN. Thank you so much. Thank you to Katarina at GPN as well. These people like basically laid the foundation for me to be able to like have a voice.
Okay, so what does GPN all do?
It's a gaming website. Started focused on Xbox, but now everywhere.
All right, and is this like a worldwide kind of thing where there's like people working all over the world?
Worldwide, dude. There's Americans, Australians. Katarina is Portuguese. There's Europeans. There's a couple of guys from South Africa as well that I bumped into it I bumped into them virtually. We didn't actually bump, but yeah, it's a worldwide thing. It's not a verified account or whatever, but anyone that is interested. She humored me for like a month, and then she's like, "Dude, you need to find someone else to talk to about this shit because I don't give a fuck." Yeah. So yeah, I was like, okay, maybe I'm gonna get into content creation, and then I looked up some YouTube tutorials and whatever, and if I'm being honest, I got overwhelmed with it, with the enormity of it. I have massive respect for people that have channels, but like the channel is just them, you know. Like I don't care if this channel has 1,000, 10,000, 1 subscriber. if you do the whole YouTube thing by yourself, hats off to you, man. Hats off. Yeah, so when I got overwhelmed, I decided to back away, but also I wasn't filling up my wife's ears with my stories about video game stuff. And then one random ass day, I'm playing games and I add this dude called Ham Solo onto my friends list.
Oh man, that dude's dope.
Yeah. I mean, he's not great, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I add this random bot to my friends list. Obviously at this point I'm playing the Xbox. And if it's some random person on the other side of the planet, perfect. That is exactly what you want. That's what you're aiming for. Some random person on the other side of the planet, not your cousin or something. Y'all might stop being friends by the end of that game. But yeah, basically what happened in A Way Out, besides it being an awesome game, me and Ham, we really connected. And we even had like schedule conflicts, but because of how we were both invested, I think that's the word, because we're both invested in playing the game and not letting the other person down, after we had set up to play Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 1 a.m. my time, I think. That was the time we had set up. So I think we saw in each other something that we were both looking for. I had already come to the realization that I wouldn't be able to hold up a YouTube channel by myself. And I'm guessing Ham also, you had come to the same conclusion. And
I just didn't know what I was doing.
So we started talking about starting a YouTube channel. And the spitballing turned into proper like meetings over how we would move forward, what we would do, what we would call it. And anyone that has the time, just go and check the first few episodes of our Sunday show. And actually, no, the Sunday show wasn't that bad. The Sunday show was good. It was edited and fine. It was fine. Just check the first few episodes of Bullsitting. Go and check those.
Those are interesting.
Those were rough.
My wife was the in-between person, and she had no idea what she was doing.
Oh my god, that was rough.
We were having marital disputes in between the episodes. It was so insane.
I had to be the ref. I was like, bro, if I lived down the street, I would be like, all right, I'm coming to your house, but into like social issues, political issues, freaking. And you would be dragging me back, or I would have to drag you back from just going off on another tangent. That was crazy.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
And, it was definitely a startup.
Yeah, and we're never ever deleting those videos. Ever. Nope. I want to watch that like 5 years from now. I want to watch those videos and just cringe, die of cringe. I want to die of cringe. That's what I want.
So Sinkma in the chat was asking. He said you might have already covered this. I'll just watch from the beginning, but how did Llouck get into gaming in the first place? Do you want to just give him a fast recap?
Okay, Nintendo was me just messing around, as a side hustle. PlayStation 1, that was puppy love right there, man. That set it in, it set it in like, okay, this is real, this is forever. And then the PS2 was the wifey phase. PS3, I was the divorcee, just fucking around, messing around. You know that awkward older guy in the club, and you're like, what's he doing here? That was me with the PS3. PS4 generation and the Xbox One. I took a big L because I believe the Xbox One was going to continue the momentum of the 360. I was dead wrong. And currently, I'm on the Series X and the PS5. I got the Series X through the normal channels. I got
some stuff figured out, but
we will forever be cooking. We will forever be building things up because, like my favorite Chinese, I don't know if it's a poem or saying or quote or whatever, but Confucius says, "Where there is life, there is change." So until we abandon this channel, we will forever be cooking. We will forever be building because we will be alive.
Okay, but now I want to dive into something that I thought was a big deal. I don't know how big of a deal it is anymore, but hopefully it still is. You got signed with IGN Africa.
Oh God. I didn't get signed with IGN Africa.
All right, well, whatever you want to call it.
I write articles for IGN Africa as a contractor. It's not like I have a full-time contract. No.
All right, but you do some writing for them nonetheless.
Yes.
Yes. Describe how you got that. And
the editor of IGN Africa has his phone number on the website.
Wow.
He has his phone number. I was like, oh, fuck that. I took his number, I put it on my phone, and I called this dude.
Wow.
I'm not doxing him by saying that his phone number is on the website. I mean, it's on the website. Anyone
It's
that wants
public.
to check IGN Africa, he or they put it there. I was like, yo, I'm gonna call this dude. If he says fuck off, then the worst case scenario, I'll be right back where I am right now. So I called him, and it's like, all right. So I'm like, I'm in Mozambique. He's like, yeah, I can tell by the international code. It's like, I can tell where you're at. So how can I help you? I'm like, dude, I'm trying to write for IGN. And it's like, okay. Have you sent your CV? I'm like, no, I didn't send no CV. I just checked your website, went to the contacts because I wanted to send the CV and the portfolio, but I'm seeing it said, and I still believe it, dude. I still believe it.
Why is that? Why is that? Let me figure out why Xbox is the best console.
Game Pass.
Okay.
It's just I don't have to give you like a long soliloquy. Just Game Pass. There's nothing better than Game Pass.
All right,
that's all I have to say.
That's simple.
Simple.
I mean,
if you read
that sounds like a short article.
No, it's not.
Just says Game Pass.
I did break it down, but basically I wasn't saying in the article, I wasn't saying Africans should go after Xbox. And this comes back to what I was saying before about until I'm getting paid by these guys, I'm not going to pick a side. My side will be the consumer. So my article is also from the consumer side, because I'm advocating to Xbox to be a bit more serious about Africa, because they neglect the continent. They're not as bad as PlayStation. PlayStation is horrible in Africa. Nintendo is worse than PlayStation, but the Xbox, in my opinion, are slacking off in Africa. Microsoft has a gigantic ecosystem, and like 98% of the continent is on Windows. If they just take Game Pass more seriously and give us Microsoft rewards, the vice grip that Microsoft would have on the gaming industry, just adding all the millions and millions of gamers, but it makes up for a quarter of the continent. The rest of the continent is stable. And even if that was the case, and most of the countries had large-scale conflicts in them. Microsoft has a gigantic presence in Mexico. More people die from the drug war and the cartels in Mexico than the African countries with their supposed civil wars. But Microsoft has no problem going there and investing in infrastructure, marketing, etc. So I looked at it from the consumer side, selling the African continent as a good consumer or a viable consumer for Microsoft in terms of Xbox specific, because Microsoft has invested heavily in the PC infrastructure of Africa, but for some reason they don't think we like pressing buttons.
Yeah, that's interesting, and I think you should be more vocal about that kind of stuff, because that's your home,
I got blocked by Aaron Greenberg for getting on his ass every time he posted. I was getting on his ass about Microsoft Rewards. Greenberg and the other guy, the head of PlayStation Plus, the Game Pass has lost its novelty to people on PlayStation in Africa, because they've seen it and they're like, oh, okay. So when you introduce Game Pass, they're like, yeah, PlayStation has another version of this, so Xbox is not special. Because if you forget yourself for a minute and forget everyone in the chat for a minute, most people are not deep into the gaming news and information the way we are. It's very possible most PlayStation only gamers in Africa will believe that PlayStation Plus existed before Game Pass.
Well, didn't PlayStation Now technically?
No, PlayStation Now is one thing. I'm talking about PlayStation Plus, the subscription. PlayStation Plus, Essential, Extra, and Premium.
Oh, okay. So you're just saying, as it is now, they would believe that what exists now was before Game Pass.
Exactly. So in this feels like it was made in Sweden, even though they're both coming from China.
Nelson Gaming says, if you said anything negative about Xbox, you're disqualified from being an ambassador.
I'm not an ambassador.
Okay.
I don't understand.
Whatever.
I've never claimed to be an Xbox ambassador.
I mean, he's just. I think he's just poking at you a little bit, telling you to shut your ass up, which you should. But I feel like we nailed down the content and the background of your gaming quite well. So I'm going to move into kind of the kind of speed questions now, because we got about 20 minutes before we cut this thing off. So
you have somewhere to be.
With me, you'll get every system that you possibly can. Like what's the reason behind all that?
I believe truly that it is the best form of entertainment that our race has ever created. I don't think there's a sport, a movie, a TV show, a book more entertaining than playing video games. I don't think skydive. I've gone skydiving once. I don't think there's one hobby on the planet that is more rewarding than video games. In terms of, you always use a controller, but to the untrained eye, you're always holding the controller, so it's the same thing, but it's not, because if you play Brothers, you played Brothers, right? The one where you control two boys. Okay, you should play Brothers. If you play Brothers, it's not the same thing as playing Tekken. Even the buttons that you have to press and the psychology behind what each one of the buttons does and what you're trying to achieve in each respective game is different. If you put in NBA, you're in another world. You put in Death Stranding, the whole nother world. The difference in genres. Let's focus on hobbies that have screens in front of them. The difference in genres are tangible. You can feel the difference in a genre of whatever that you're playing. You know, you can touch it. You can almost smell it. With the other forms of entertainment, it's not as gripping. I can pick a handful of movies that have made me cry. Off the top of my head, it's freaking Titanic, Twilight, and that's it.
You sound like a female.
Matrix the video games are the best entertainment. Is the fact that there's nothing else that makes more money than video games right now. You can take all of them, sports included, all the forms of entertainment on the planet, all of them, put them together, and they're still making less than video games. So the entire planet has. So
you're saying movies, NFL, and basketball? You shove those together, and it's still not making as much.
Ham. Listen to what I'm telling you. Everything. Don't just say basketball. Movies, every sport. Put NHL, put the English Premier League, put the football, the real football.
Yeah, NFL.
That's played around the world. Put all of that together. The Olympics, the World, everything.
And don't forget
together.
Soccer.
Everything. and they still can't beat video games. So clearly, the numbers have spoken. This is digital cocaine. That's what video games are. And it's legal.
Man.
The shit is legal.
That's The Last of Us. These are all games that are pulling you. These are all games that are pulling you in different directions. Mentally, the way that you're using the buttons, just everything about gaming is to me literally insane, because it's putting you in situations that you would never have thought of, and you get to see somebody's vision and use somebody's vision, yes, but you get to make up how that division is developed, which is wild. Yeah, the cutscenes are there. They're going to be the same for everybody, but how you got to that cutscene is a lot different than the person that's probably playing it across the street or down the road or in another town. Like, everyone's experience, whether you get the same ending or not, is different. The way you got there, different. So it is absolutely insane and pretty dope. But to continue on, because we're running out of time, I want to know, like, what one thing that gaming has taught you as a whole. So, like, if you were to say, man, like,
before I answer that question.
Okay.
Before I answer that question, I have a question to stump you now.
Oh, great.
Be honest, Ham, because you're from that generation when gaming was seen in a very negative light compared to what it is now.
Yeah.
Back in the day, in the 90s, world famous NFL players putting their careers on the line because they have to play Call of Duty. Are you gonna see Tom Brady?
Like back then, professional athletes and stuff like that, they didn't talk about video games, not even slightly. Not in one interview do I remember Michael Jordan coming on the side and talking about, you know, NBA the game Jam? Coming out. Yeah, NBA Jam or something like that, or like the closest anything. The closest sports person that would touch or really talk about video games were extreme sports people. So, like, your Tony Hawks and like
but they
Matt Hoffman and Dave Mears.
It almost wasn't the real thing. the X Games at that time. Remember, the X Games weren't really seen as a sport. They weren't even an Olympic sport. Remember,
Right.
so they didn't really count.
Yeah. They were looked out as like outcasts of sports.
They were part of like the gaming culture, basically. Essentially,
They're outcasts. Yeah.
yeah. So for me, I just think it's wild to think that this is where it's at, to where you can say you're a gamer as a 30-something-year-old person and no one bats an eye. Well, no one that's normal and well adjusted bats an eye.
Yeah, back in the day, if you were a gamer and whatnot, they were either saying, "I hope you're married" or "You ain't got no bitches." Like that's pretty much the way they looked at you. Was all right. Well, he's a gamer. He's living in his mom's basement. He ain't doing shit
now. Or most of the gamers now, because they're not nerds anymore. Most of the gamers now that didn't grow up in that time that you and me were at don't understand like the significance of what's happening or what has happened. You know, we were like, not the Rosa Parks, but we were there when it wasn't cool to be a nerd, you know?
Right.
And now, so yeah, I just wanted to get your take on like if you saw this coming.
No, not at all. But now you tell me my question, which was
go ahead.
Yeah. So my question was, like, what has it taught you throughout, growing up, and now you're an adult? Like, what would you say gaming has taught you as a whole?
It's cliche, but it's true, and I guess that's why it's a cliche. Gaming has taught me that the only way to fail is to give up.
Ooh, I like that. Wow, that's probably...
After 4 or 5 years, I finally beat him. So for me, that's what gaming has taught me.
Yep. All right. So last question I'm going to ask you about like content and past and like lessons and all this stuff is like, where do you see where do you see the future for TSWS gaming? Like what, like announce to those that are watching, whether it's Nelson, Rel, Matt Likes Games, Stank Moms, Joanne Dark, whatever. Let them all know like where you anticipate our channel going or our brand.
1 million subscribers. I'm not sure when. I don't want to put a time frame on it. That's one. Yeah, pretty much that. That is what I foresee for this channel.
Dang, I mean, that's a whole lot. I mean, we got a lot of work to do.
It's just 2 things, really.
I mean, if we want to live up to what Llouck is asking for, we got some things to burn.
Hey, man, if you're gonna dream big.
There you go. I like that. All right, cool. Well, all in all, I'm kind of curious, like, what about gaming pisses you off to no end?
Microtransactions, tokenized diversity, lack of African AAA games, what else? Lack of risk taking from AAA developers. Annualized sports games that don't respect the consumer.
Okay. So that was a laundry list of things that you don't like about gaming, but what would be like a dream come
that's
true?
Just off the top of my head. Oh, a dream come true?
Yep.
PlayStation buys Konami. Kojima makes Metal Gear Solid 6. Boom!
Oh my
Boom! God. Just nuclear bomb the whole gaming industry. I don't care about no Elden Ring. I don't care about no God of War. I don't care about nothing. Give me Konami, owned by PlayStation or Xbox, whatever. Since Kojima is now playing with the green side as well, get Konami sold to someone who wants to make games, and then make that person hand Metal Gear Solid to Kojima. That would be a dream for me.
Fair enough. All right. Well, I mean, do you happen to have any questions for me before we get off of here? And I want to keep before I let you rattle anything off, I want to keep in mind that here in the near future, we're going to have an episode where the roles are reversed. And I'm actually a guest on my own show where he's going to ask me all these crazy questions. I'm going to send him the list of questions that I ask most people, and then I'll let him tailor it up to the way that he wants to do it, so I'm it's comfortable for.
You should know. I'm not going to do what you want me to do. You know me, Ham. Come on.
I know you're gonna piss me off. You're gonna have to give Llouck his flowers. He's really good at that kind of stuff. And where I do my best, Llouck just does superb. So.
Wow!
I'll give you your flowers on that whole hosting part and whatnot, but as for going out there meeting people and stuff like that, I mean, I crush them in that in that dimension. I absolutely destroy Llouck when it comes to meeting new people and bringing them on and stuff like that. Although he does do his thing, he does bring some people around and stuff like that. I just feel like
But that's because they want to meet you. That's the thing. They want to meet you.
Sure.
Also, I have another dream. Now that we're talking about dreams.
Okay, what's up? Nelson Gaming said he'd prefer a remake of 1. MGS 1. Which, I can't even disagree with him. That would be fantastic. Because 1 is so old now.
Yes, you see, those are the type of games that. There's another pet peeve. Fucking remakes of games that are younger than FIFA 19. Don't do that. Don't do that. Just what the hell? Yeah.
All right, but anyways, what was your last dream?
I forgot.
When we start talking about very good dream.
Talking about negative stuff. When we start talking about negative stuff, I get really.
It is a fucking shit dream. Anyway.
Hey man, if it helps you sleep at night.
Okay. Well, do you happen to have any questions about me before we get up out of here? Because this stream has been given some folks
freedom, love, passion.
Man, that couldn't have been more boring.
Good
job. I mean, I thought as smooth as you've been so far, I thought you were gonna rattle off something that just went boom, 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 but instead he was just like love, passion, freedom. Sound like fucking Nixon.
You know why I pop? Do you know why I pop? Because I'm genuine. That's why I pop.
Oh my god.
This is not an act. It's the real deal.
Man, it's some bullshit. That's what it is. It's some bullshit. But anyways.
Freedom, love, and passion.
All right. So there you guys have it. I had one of the people on, or actually I've had 2 now, because Cozy, I had her on Behind Them Sticks before we even invited her on. So now I have 2 of the 3 members of
on a weekly basis.
What? Shut the fuck up. You so bullshit. But anyways, see me on Bullsitting where I knock K Mega out for the 3rd motherfucking time.
Yeah, K Mega is struggling against you, man. He is struggling. Damn. Damn.
But anyways, I love everybody that comes through and watches us every week. Make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already. If you're watching this after the live show, I very much appreciate you as well. Share this stuff out so you guys can get other people to check it out and see what it's all about. Be sure to be here on Thursday when I do my show with Patrick Macca. I'm actually going to be getting a new modem tomorrow. I already put in the order for that because this right here just isn't it. So hopefully everything looks good.
Thank you. Tell Mike I said thank you. He's gotten me through one or two sticky spots in games.
There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people that do walkthrough guides on the internet, but he makes it straightforward. And he like he'll straight up tell you how long it's going to take to even do it before you even get started. Oh, this is going to be about an hour. This is going to be about 15 minutes. This is going to be 3 hours or whatnot. And it's going to be about 4 different videos. So make sure you catch this one after this one and stuff like that. So he's very delicate with the way that he handles those playthroughs and walkthroughs and stuff like that. So make sure you guys check him out. I'm going to be asking him all sorts of different questions, like what got him big into walkthroughs. Does he 100% every game that he actually truly loves and stuff like that. So just make sure you guys stay tuned in for that kind of stuff. But I appreciate everybody for being here. Make sure you guys also check us out on Friday for Bull Sitting, 3 o'clock Central, 4 o'clock Eastern, and then what's that, like 8 or 9 o'clock in Mozambique?
10 p.m. Mozambican time.
Okay, 10 p.m. over there.
For everyone else, just say 10 p.m. Central African time.
10 p.m. in the fake Central time. Right?
What are you talking about? Fake?
Okay, the motherland Central time.
Yes.
Oh my god, the center of the motherland. But anyways, I appreciate you guys. Y'all have a wonderful rest of the day. We'll see you on Thursday if you choose to join, or Friday. But as I like to say, keep it gaming or keep it moving. Peace out, y'all. Welcome to the Behind Them Sticks podcast, brought to you by TSWS Gaming.
Come and talk to me, Lennard Ray. That's your name. Come and talk to me. I did it, that shit was a phase. So baby, take this journey with me. You can pick the time and place, this nigga isn't picky. Smile on your face, I know the deal. Sign and deliver after seal. I can see it in her eyes, this one right here for real. I just wanna have a conversation. No, I'm not your type of baby, listen, I'm just saying. We can rule the world, just me and you if you go playing. Won't you take the chance with me and have that conversation?